So Mark Roberts is Britain's busiest streaker, but how many times has he got his kit off in public? It's 380 times.
Liverpudlian Mark Roberts has been streaking for over 10 years and there's barely a sport he's not disrupted. He's done Ascot, the World Snooker Championships, the Open Golf, Wimbledon, the Ashes, and even the World Synchronised Swimming Championships. Come on. And he's been banned from all sporting events in the UK. That's quite a ban. I mean, even like amateur stuff. It's quite hard to enforce.
Been banned from all sports events in the UK.
Saturday morning kids matches.
Yeah.
Why?
After 380 streaks, he's thinking about retirement. Don't do it, Mark. Now, in the final part of today's Right Stuff, where I have with me Matt Allwright, Katie Hopkins and Ben Miller, and we're looking at that classic, the British streaker. Why do people do it? What's wrong with it? 0207 173 5555 is the number if you've got any thoughts or theories. So should we celebrate streakers? You've got to feel sorry for poor James Miller. He's the soldier in the papers yesterday who ran onto the pitch, it's a great story, in the middle of a Blackburn Rovers match in just his pants to show his girlfriend, Jade Thompson, how much he loved her. The gesture backfired when she dumped him. She said, if he honestly thought I would be impressed, then he must be more stupid than he looks. Let's bring that picture back up a moment. Let's have a look at it again. Because I think you'll agree that he does look fairly stupid. Not only was he dumped, he was also arrested, fined £200, banned from all football matches for 3 years, and could face a court-martial, which does seem a little bit harsh, doesn't it? He didn't even get all of his kit off. But then there are laws to protect us from such naked activities. You could be charged with indecent exposure, outraging public decency, or even trespassing. But shouldn't we be celebrating this proud British tradition? Lady Godiva, ladies and gentlemen, rode through the streets of Coventry naked 950 years ago. And who doesn't feel a surge of national pride for people like Michelangelo, who leapfrogged the stumps at Lord's during the Ashes in 1975, or Erica Rowe, who ran half naked onto the pitch at Twickenham in 1982. Why she ran onto that field with my face covering her breasts, I'll never know. You can even buy streakers now for your Subbuteo set. So, provided they limit their exhibitionist tendencies to before the match or half-time, what is wrong with them? Why do commentators get so po-faced about this topic? Here's Ben Miller.
Well, Richard, I think, as you hinted there, I think we don't have to worry about streaking because streaking is just a statement of the fact that we're a very proper nation. You know, we're quite... If we have a national characteristic, we're quite straight-laced. Yeah. Nowhere do you experience that more than in the army, or perhaps at a cricket match where it's all rather stiff, isn't it? And we all... I mean, we're enjoying ourselves.
Oh,
easy.
Ben, you're so silly.
No.
He didn't mean it that way.
I didn't mean it that way.
I'm sorry about the sordid minds of the people in this audience.
Yeah. But the point being that streaking is an expression... It's almost like just a moment of madness, a rebellion against that properness. Yeah. So as long as we have streakers, we don't need to worry because we are a very upright, proper nation.
You really have to work hard sometimes because anything can be construed as innuendo,
exactly.
can't it, so easily?
Yeah.
Let's go over to Matt Allwright.
I think that any public display of nudity is abhorrent.
Get a grip. Get a grip. And that isn't innuendo.
Whether it is on the field of sport or any other field of any sort.
Why does it matter?
Whether it's public...
Sorry, I missed that. I'm sorry. I should have celebrated that moment. Yes. I mean, Katie, it's, you know, you're not entirely against naked appearances in public places.
I think moving swiftly along and growing up on behalf of the rest of you, Ben, who's jolly lovely, I think that the way we react to streaking is really interesting, because streaking is kind of an expression of rebellion, and how we react on it is we go, right, you're banned from everything, forever. So it's kind of exactly the opposite of what they were trying to do.
That all sporting events ban is quite extraordinary, isn't it? Let's go to, I think, a call. I think we have a call, don't we? Let's go to Amy. Amy.
We've got lots of calls, but just before we go to the calls, I've got an email I've got to read you.
Yeah.
It says, it's from Dee. She says, or he says, I'm not a big fan of streakers, but I wouldn't mind seeing a streaky bacon.
That's what you should have called this week, not the right stuff, streaky bacon.
You're right. At least that's a proper pun involving my name.
Yeah.
I used to do a feature on The Big Breakfast years ago called Streaky Bacon, where people would streak down the street, and I think I probably did the odd one myself, but those days are gone, and I'm not revisiting them under any circumstances. Nice to get that email. I understand that one or two people have been complaining as well about a comment I made about the Scottish earlier.
Didn't see that coming.
Well, no, but I mean, it was meant in the nicest way. It was a slight reference
calling them
to calling them penny pinching, which I didn't mean. It was silly. It was ironic. I'm married to somebody Scottish, Ben, you know, so there's nothing meant by it. Let me offer...
And some of your best friends are still...
Shut up. Let's go to a call. Amy.
All right, then. Let's start with Mark on line 1.
OK. Here. Hello, Mark.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, good, Mark. What do you think about streaking?
Well, I did one in 1976, and it was just for a bit of fun, and no one was offended, and I got a lot of support for it.
Mark, everyone. Where did you streak? What was the event?
It was Shrewsbury versus Crystal Palace.
OK, and was it mid-game or half-time?
It's the second half. It was the second half of the match.
You streaked
And,
during the game?
There was a lot of fighting going on at the ground at the moment, and Gary Newbon, head of Central Sports, said on the TV after that only my streak stopped the fighting.
Yeah.
Was it a very good. Was it a tactical streak? Did it actually affect the outcome of the match?
No, we still lost.
If it was up to me and I were to write the rule book for streaking, because I'm a fan of streaking, I would say do it before the match, after the match, or in half-time, but not during the game, Mark. Would you agree with that, Ben?
I think that's only fair.
That's
right. It's only reasonable.
Mark, do you regret doing it during the game?
And when I jumped over the wall, started naked, and started running around the pitch, I thought, oh my God, what have I done now?
That thought never crossed your mind before you started streaking. OK, listen, Mark, great to speak to you. Thank you for confessing to that. Let's go back to Amy. Amy, what we got?
All right, let's go to Michael then on line 2.
OK, hello, Michael.
Hiya, good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Have you streaked?
No, I don't speak at all, but I don't think there's anything. I think it's just a laugh, and I always think that the news is that bad, and it always comes on, well, it doesn't always, but it comes on the news or it's in the paper, so it's cheers everybody up rather than all the doom and gloom.
I know.
So I think...
that story about the soldier, I mean, it does look ridiculous, but it is hilarious, and the punishment seems kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's gone to court, he's been court-martialed, his girlfriend's left him. Michael, do you get annoyed? The commentators, I find, of sports events get very, very po-faced about this. They take it very seriously. Michael, does that annoy you?
Yeah, it does annoy me. I just think, you know, like you said, as long as it's not interrupting the game, and it's like, you know, if it's interrupting the game, yeah, they may be annoyed, but other than that, it's fine. It's just a laugh. Everybody's too serious about things.
Great, Michael. Thank you for phoning us. Let's go to someone in the audience. Eric, who have you got?
OK, well, before I go to Vicky, me and Matt Allwright just shared a couple of looks, and we're just both thinking, should we both streak before the credits?
No.
We probably shouldn't.
Right, no, I can deal with that. The answer's no.
But Vicky here...
You shouldn't and you won't. Who's that?
That'd be a big no-no. So, Vicky, what do you think about this?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, really, as long as it doesn't actually disturb the sort of...
What about
the
if the
game.
person's really big and fat and ugly?
Oh, come on, that's even funnier.
Oh, that's true. Well, what am I thinking?
Especially if they leapfrog the stumps or something. Or just do...
But you accept you shouldn't do it during a game because, you know, if you're a sports fan, you paid money to be there, might have travelled a long way. To actually disrupt a game is bang out of order, isn't it?
Well, there's plenty of time for the sport to be played, and I think as long as it's in good humour and, you know, it's just a bit of a laugh, really. It's not... There's no harm done. We're born naked.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Vicky. Well, I'm afraid, you know what? We have to leave it there. That is devastating, if I may say so. Wasn't it great fun? A huge thank you to Ben. And listen, good luck with moving wallpaper. 9 p.m. tonight, ITV1. I urge everyone to watch it, Ben Miller.
Please do, please do. Yeah, it starts tonight. Moving wallpaper.
9 o'clock, ITV.
Yeah, 9 o'clock, ITV. Starts tonight. New series.
Katie and Matt. Katie and Matt, it's been excellent. What a week. What a week. Ladies and gentlemen, the panel. Week. Kay Adams is presenting Monday before Matthew returns Tuesday. On the panel, Yasmin Allenby-Brown, the great Christopher Biggins as well, and Children's Laureate Michael Rosen. That's it from me. See you soon. Bye-bye.